My thanks, hero. With that, everyone is now equipped to work. I think I'll go and join the others, the soldiers standing guard over the volunteers. It'd be a shame if they fell prey to sin eaters after all the trouble we've gone to. Right. Let us see that this plan is a resounding success, for the sake of all in Orvant. Instant failure! Well, my friend, it appears we're the only ones left here. If you've no other pressing tasks, would you care to accompany me to Amity? There, Ishtola is overseeing those who will imbue the Talos with magics. Come, let us join them at once. And now we head back that way. The golems just holding their arms out. I caught a fish and it was this big.
Whoa.
Just standing there. Runar! Ah, good of you to join us. I'm pleased to say we have gathered ample help for the imbuing. With Master Chai in the process of finalizing his design, I have taken the liberty of dispatching all hands to their positions.
I don't remember who this was. I think this was purple.
Yeah,
okay.
Someone's gonna jump on Chai.
You hurtle along as though I have my house in order, but quite frankly, this is the most disorganized mess of a project I've ever overseen, and I haven't spent nearly as much time as I would like on my calculations.
So thou hast proclaimed loudly and frequently, Master Chai. Yet from my perspective, a layman's though it may be, haste notwithstanding, thou hast gone to great lengths, abiding by proven methodology to ensure the integrity of thy design.
Aye, well, that's just the bare minimum that's expected of us at the Stoneworks. Though our glory days are behind us, I've not forgotten our time-honored traditions. Ah, but I should mention that the Exarch delivered the ore I asked for. Earthseed, I believe he called it. In that quantity, I believe we can fashion a suitable heart for the Talos.
Like a Talos principle.
And then everything will be in readiness, or so I would like to say.
Is there a problem?
In a Talos of, well, any reasonable size, a single heart will serve to circulate aether throughout the chassis. But, given the unprecedented proportions of that which we seek to build, I doubt that will be the case. By installing a smaller peripheral hearts at intervals, I believe we can maintain a stable aether flow, therefore solving the problem. However, we don't have enough ore for this purpose. Not for it, but to procure more, I suppose.
Runar, mayhap now's a good time to bring them out. Zip. A moment, friends. There is something I wish to show you. The fuck did that come from?
From his pockets. I mean...
I say, are these not hearthstones?
They are. The most prized possession we of the Knights Blessed. And these belong to our kindred who have left us. Immersed in water, imbued with fervent prayer, these stones harbor no small amount of magic. and we may imbue them with yet more prior to their installation on the Talos. What think you?
Being from a different region, these cannot be used for the main heart. The peripheral ones, on the other hand, I believe they will serve.
Excellent. When Master Montoya spoke to us of the role that we are to play, the hearthstones immediately came to mind. Of course, before bringing them with me, I made certain to consult my fellows first. After all, the stones bear the precious lives of those who have gone to the Sunless Sea. But we have now beheld the Sunless Sea with our very own eyes, and by the gentle lights of that glimmer on high, we know that there is peace beyond. Thus are we also at peace, for our hearthstones may serve to restore night to all the world. Gladly do we give them.
I love the implication that the nighttime is so honored that they would make a religion.
Well, when you think about it, they lost sunlight, or they lost darkness rather, for 100 years.
Yeah, you have horrible sunburns.
Melanoma cancer just went through the roof all of a sudden. Don't know
It's
what
the
it
whole
caused
concept of when you lose something, it becomes what most valuable thing.
Well,
you want.
sure, but the idea that like when you die you go to a place that has no sun is like, that's a lot of hate for the sun. Like that's an absurd amount of hate. I don't know, when I die I hope
100
it's
years.
Yeah, well guess what? When I die I hope there's both a moon and a sun, even though I only get to see them 50% of the time. It would be weird to die and be like, I don't want one of the things I'm used to being here. You're just gonna live in a nighttime forever? That sounds dark and
they didn't
depressing.
have a day.
Again, it's not that they don't want to live in a place that does not have daylight. It's
A
they.
sunless sea. It is devoid of suns.
Yeah,
they want
the
to live
night
somewhere
sky.
no sun. Yeah, but that's what they said. That's where they go when they die, to a sunless sea.
What throws me
Yeah.
off constantly is just that's the name of a video game. I'm constantly like wherever we
Square
go
Enix
to
on it?
the Sunless Sea. No, I don't
It's
think
a
so.
game.
No, it's like it's an indie game where
No,
you like
not.
fly a ship.
Oh,
Or,
okay.
or that's the Skies sequel, I think. Sunless Skies or something.
Sunless Skies is the sequel. Sunless
Yeah,
Sea is
Sunless
the,
Seas is like a U-boat or
first one.
something.
Yep.
Makes sense. I think
So,
this is you, Keith.
Master Chai, if you could instruct us how to distribute the hearthstones. And Hero, for good luck, may I ask that you imbue one as well?
Am I dying?
It's a suppository.
Am I dying?
Rest assured it is not difficult. Simply raise your hand and focus as you would when attuning to an aetherite. Imbue the jade-colored stone here, if you'd be so kind.
I see.
Attuning. Okay.
Ooh.
How come I can't click it? There we go. Your hand was in the way.
Click gooder. The familiar-looking hearthstone appears to glow faintly.
Wait. Oh, is this? That's probably the one of the person that we. Yeah, that person.
That will do.
I mean, we.
Thank you, Hero. If this hearthstone appears familiar, it is because it belonged to Todia.
Oh.
It appears the collective hope of the Knights Blessed, the hope that none shall ever again be sacrificed to Sin Eaters.
Right. I've identified the spots on the Talos where the stones are needed. See that they're amply imbued, and then install them as I've indicated on this diagram.
The way that he hands that over.
Understood. We will set about the task at once. When the Talos awakens and the way to Mount Gulg is secured, we shall sally forth. It promises to be a trying climb, so take what rest you can in the meantime, and we will see you soon.
I bet you the big king guy is just scared of the dark. That's why this whole thing's happening.
I'm just not totes clear on how climbing a golem is safer than flying when it's still the same area full with the same angels. A
We
moment.
could just fight on the back of the golem.
It's just, we're on a rock. This is safer with a much slower journey. A moment, Oriange. You said that you would have measures ready in the event that our friend fails to contain the light. Do you?
Be assured that I do. All which I required lieth in this land. That's cryptic.
I have discovered gun.
So,
So,
explain?
what's the plan exactly? We're going to
You
throw you into a
die.
deep hole.
To my deepest regret, I cannot reveal the plan to thee. In order for it to succeed, 'tis vital that thou remainest ignorant of its nature until the time is right.
So Keith
Yeah,
isn't
no, I-
wrong. It could be a pit.
It could literally just be a hole in the ground.
Or he's turning on us and wants us to change.
Again. Yet though I may, excuse me. Yet though I may thus keep my counsel, know that I have only thy safety at heart. So rest easy, my friend, and take such ease as thou mayest, the better to be ready for the trials to come.
That necklace looks so unbearable. I would hate that thing.
That's not even a. That's more like a gorget at this point.
Still, it sounds annoying to have this weird tight cloth
So
around
pronounced
your neck. all the time.
gorget?
I'm pretty sure
What a
it's pronounced.
funny
gorget.
ass word.
Let me double check. I'm pretty
I've
sure
always guessed gorget, but I don't fucking know. All these made up weird
it might be
clothing
gorget.
names.
Hold on.
Shop at Gorget.
Nope, it is gorget.
What a stupid word.
What a stupid word.
Yeah, that-
I
that's
agree.
not-
on my Gorget real quick.
Yeah, Andrew, that's not a fabric. That's a metal. It's designed specifically to block things from smacking or smashing or slashing.
You also don't get to move your neck anymore.
Basically.
You're stuck in the Christian
Feel it.
Bale Batman costume.
I don't know. I feel like that. that bothers
Gorget is
me
the
even
sound you
more.
make when you put it on.
All right, let's see.
Okay. I'm told the rocks for the chassis is more or less ready, all quarried and shaped and laid out. That just leaves the imbuers to do their work. I'll continue checking my calculations up until the very last moment, but it's only a matter of time now. We managed to rally nigh everyone in Norvrant for this endeavor. That's a remarkable feat in and of itself, but will it be enough?
What kind of die do I want?
The secret is you just gotta go around. You gotta go meet some people. Become besties.
I guess I'll take that die. Okay.
Ah, there's no point worrying about such things now. I'll get back to my calculations. You, meanwhile, should go and rest as your friend suggested. My wife and the Exarch should be in the tavern. Why don't you join them?
Go trigger a nighttime
oh.
sequence with the Shadow Man.
Oh, and Hero, thank you.
Inside the place with a thing.
The Exarch? He went outside a moment ago, my dear. I would have thought you'd have seen him. He kept me company for a short while, but then he came over rather pale. He's clearly been straining himself, the poor thing. Anyway, he excused himself, saying that he needed a breath of fresh air. Weak as he looked, I did offer to go with him, but he assured me he would be fine. I do hope he's all right. Burp, burp. He's over there somewhere, dying.
Oh,
Yep.
this person has a quest for Aetheryte.
This is a big area to search.
Yeah, just a bit.
There's a glittery spot over here. Ow, I hurt my bomb thing somehow, even though it doesn't hit the ground ever.
And you are currently being chased by something.
Rude.
Yeah, it's a Geodude. No. We're not doing that here.
Geodude.
Surveying the land.
The Exarch does not appear to be nearby.
No
Oh, okay.
shit.
Gasp. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh, it's...
I cannot believe that he's
Wait,
not here.
what? Did it just Is it going to be the same thing?
I think so.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be the same thing.
I don't think this is one of those ones where you have to do them all. I think it's just, this is just a wrong answer.
Yeah, I think it's just telling you this is not where he is.
I was
A little
initially
bir-
thinking there'd be something
a
here
little
because
birdie.
Shubil, but...
Ignore the shoebill.
Bum 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 bum.
Yeah, see if I
Bum,
can
bum.
I'm
find
assuming the Exarch's on the cliff,
bum.
which would be a reasonable place to hang out.
it. Yes. He's right here.
Being all pensive and whatnot.
No, he's probably dying, honestly. Yep, looks like he's dying.
But it seems like he gets weak when he's not at the capital.
The future is where my destiny awaits. Forgive me, I was lost in a dream. I needed some fresh air and thought to rest for a moment. It would seem I am more fatigued than I realized. Too much time away from the tower, I fear. It drains me, leaves my body frail and weak. Though, in truth, it is debatable whether I can still call this my body. When first I turned my mind towards the salvation of the world, I came to the conclusion that it would take many long years, many more than remain to me. And so I made myself one with the Crystal Tower, that I might live indefinitely. I am but an extension of it now, hence my weakness the farther I travel and the longer I am away. It has been quite a journey, but thanks to you, the end is in sight. My wish will finally be fulfilled. How goes the construction effort? Then this may be the last moment we have to ourselves for a while. Come, sit with me. Tell me, when all of this is over, what will you do?
Go back home, I hope.
Rest a while is probably the closest thing to that.
We don't have time for that. We're literally in the middle of a
Yeah,
war back
we're
home.
in the middle of a war.
Yeah. I'll settle matters with the Empire.
Ah, yes. Even should we succeed in forestalling the 8th Umbral Calamity, the specter of war will remain. But to declare your intent with such easy resolve, you truly are a hero's hero, my friend. But whatever it is you decide to do, I have every confidence that you will do well, for you have the strength to forge your own path. You will leave countless lives better than you found them, and the souls you touch will never forget your kindness. Then, in trying times, when you question your worth and your choices, they will raise their voices to remind you of the difference you have made. And thus will your deeds come to affirm your path. Remember this.
What will you do when this is over?
Finally die.
When this is over, indeed. I once told you that there are things we can ill afford to lose. Things, I said, though in truth, I spoke of a person. One who is unaware of the full extent of my plans. Though he deserves to know, I have good reason to keep my counsel. I have come to terms with this in my mind, yet my heart yearns to lay everything bare. For he is my inspiration, and I would give much and more for the chance to speak with him as friends, with no thought of concealment. Should he indulge me with his tales, I would regale him with my own about my efforts in Northrend, perhaps. Though, ultimately, that tale is more yours than it is mine. Then, I would ask him about his next adventure. And if he should wish me to be a part of it, oh, how happy it would make me. Together we would travel the lands and cross the seas and take to the skies upon the eternal wind. My heart swells simply to imagine it. But all of this is contingent upon our victory in the coming battle. The people of this world have entrusted their hopes to us. We cannot fail them. Nor those who roused me from my slumber. Thank you for your company, my friend. Let us return to Amity.
A lot of his plan was just dependent on, like, we're just some stand-up dudes that'll definitely help.
Yep.
That feature's image. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, no, it was just reloading me into a different spot because of the cutscene.
Oops.
I suspect it's something. I don't think the game ever explained what his deal was until now, but his character design has always screamed that he was some kind of irregular, non-human something, and he's just covered in crystals and things.
And now
and
we know why.
Yeah, and he has these, like, powers that no one seems to have. It's like, okay, he's essentially an extension of the city, which itself is tied into a lot of, like, Final Fantasy XIII games.
Yeah, the tower specifically, not the city itself.
Yeah, but it's just that the plot of most of the Final Fantasy XIII spin-offs, like Type 0 and everything, and 13, are all about these cities that are the crystals, and those crystals are gods. So him being an extension of the crystal thing, I'm like, this all ties in. I see what's happening.
I guess that makes sense.
What's kind of grim is just thinking about the fact that, like, unless something happens to how time works, the moment we leave this place, almost everyone we know is gonna die.
That all depends on how the whole catching up works.
Catching up?
Well, right now the clocks are more or less in sync, according to the Crystal Exarch, at this moment in time. Catching up in the sense that...
Are they?
Well, that's what we were told. Right now, currently time is flowing equally between the two.
I thought we were
shards.
getting so few updates
shard
from
and
the
the
other
sorcerer.
world because it's happening in slow motion over there.
Right, but you have to remember that the Crystal Exarch is able to sense across the boundary.
That doesn't really
That's
correlate with
He's-
that doesn't really contradict what I was saying. I was saying that like it felt like the time was moving so slowly because we only get one tiny update very, very infrequently where almost nothing has happened over there.
Right, but
should-
how much time has passed on our end is we don't really have any time frame on how much time has passed.
Entire
Like for-
days.
Well, we know at least 3 days have passed because we've rested what 3 times?
Yeah.
4 times?
It's been like a week or more or something, and it feels like every time I get a glimpse of the other guys, they're like in the middle of they seem to be in the middle of a mission that's happening like right now.
Right.
Including
But
the fact that like the imposter guy, golf Nazi, the Squeakwool, like just landed and is like walking across the facility, and like that's happening, like every update. It feels like it's only been like an hour since the last cutscene, but it's been like an entire day in our world and so on.
Yeah, but we don't know when in terms of this week that has happened.
The suggestion is that it's happening the moment they show it to us.
I mean, yes, but that's not necessarily the case. We don't have any indication whatsoever.
That's just how the entire game so far is told chronologically.
Right.
Being told out of order, it would be denoted via like a weird art style change that's saying this is a flashback. But like when you cut parallel between locations, like it's like TV show editing. It always implies that it's happening approximately at that time. Like that's the implication of the us doing this big, huge quest where a billion things are happening in our world, in this world, I mean. Then back home, it's been like 2 hours of one infiltration mission has happened, and they give us like one little update very periodically. That's them communicating to us how slowly time is moving in our world, because we're in the fast forward world, which is reassuring us that the war isn't leaving us behind, and we're not like accidentally skipping it by being isekai'd here. But yeah, it'd be a surprise to me if the timelines are equivalent at all right now. I may have missed a dialogue if that ever said that, because the storytelling is telling me that it's definitely not.
Yeah, no, they said that near the beginning of the expansion. That the clocks were close to being completely synced.
But
It may
only
not be exactly.
only the moment we got here or something.
I don't remember exactly when.
Because it also wasn't like that for everybody else. Because the whole point of everyone being brought into our world was this world was the fact that every time
It was around the time that we got brought in. I know that.
because like everybody was being brought in like when another person was falling asleep every day basically.
Mhm.
But in this world, it's been like months or years for each of them.
Yeah. Well, it's been different amounts of times for each of them. It's kind of been.
Because
I don't know
they were,
if it's necessarily
it's
been
because
slowed,
they
but-
it's because they all fell asleep at different times. So it's all stretched out over a time scale. Google it, audience. All we can do is vaguely remember things, and that's not helpful.
Yeah, let me. Hang on.
No, I'm saying they can research it. We need to do the game. Andrew, do you give us your Crystal Exarch voice?
Worry not, my friend. I am much revered for the revived for the fresh air, and your fine company, of course. Now then, let us turn our thoughts back to the task at hand.
We did it.
You did it. I've never been here before.
Meanwhile,
in the Imperial Palace.
in the source. Speaking of which, the storyline where almost nothing has happened.
Who was
Oh, it's not voice acted? Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck! Who is
Okay.
Xenos? Who was Xenos 6 months
yeah.
ago?
Oh, that's a good
I
question.
think it might have been me.
Maybe.
I'll take it anyway.
Probably. Yeah, I think because we wanted him to die, so I think, yeah. You're
Yeah.
Give us your villainous golf Nazi
Your
voice.
radiance. I have taken the liberty of quashing the vile rumors that your heir is possessed by a devil. With the nation in the grip of war, we may rely on patriotic zeal to prevent them from resurfacing. I feel like this is probably not the right voice to be giving him, but oh well.
And what of Emet-Selch?
Helmet?
Listen, it happens.
He has taken himself to the first, to usher that world to its end. Or so I believe. He did not disclose the details of his mission, having ever preferred to work alone. Even to those who have known him since the beginning, his actions can prove unpredictable.
I am no stranger to his ways. He joys in playing me for a fool. Full many times have I been convinced I was acting of my own volition, only to discover all was as he willed it. My dear grandfather.
On the
Wait.
subject of our esteemed colleague, his last report, though brief, did contain one item of interest. You've doubtless wondered why the scions of the Seventh Dawn have not taken the field of late. It is because they are no longer in the Source. The hero of the Scions has journeyed to the First, as have his comrades, albeit incompletely. Their bodies yet remain here in the Source. This presents an opportunity. If we can defeat the Alliance prior to the Scion's return, we may eliminate their order at a stroke. And with the Scions gone, none shall remain to thwart our plans. It will be but a matter of striking down the hero upon his homecoming.
Trying to ring-wraith us.
Which, lest you forget, is essential to the realization of our objective. Of both of our objectives.
I'm not an objectives kind of guy. Oh.
Well, he just revealed himself. Through Hydaelyn's meddling, our champions threaten to wrest the reins of fate from our grasp. The world is at risk of being dragged down with a false path. One which will never see man reclaim his true form. It is unthinkable he should supplant us, incomplete as he is. Such a devolution is abhorrent, and it must be stopped, before it is too late.
Oh.
The hour is come, your radiance. Order your armies to march once more. Crush all who stand in your way. It's your heart's desire, is it not? To seize a victory that is yours and yours alone. For the future of Garlemald.
That's probably Emet-Selch. Which I believe was me as well. Great. Oh dear, you do not wear the mummer's motley well. I was never one to take an interest in tedious conflicts. This is probably him, yes?
No, I think it's the real golf
It's
Nazi.
not him.
That's
Oh
why he
yeah,
says,
no, this is real golf Nazi. Yep.
yeah, that's why he's saying you're doing a bad job impersonating me. Well, that makes voicing confusing.
Yeah.
The whereabouts of my one true friend, however, they interest me greatly. I but hope the beasts of this first are proving him proper sport.
How did you get out of jail, Bane? What are you doing?
All those stupid fucking helmets.
I would know every detail, Lord Xenos. Or would you rather I called you Elidibus?
Unexpected. Most unexpected.
Him, he lost his name. Like,
That immortality should be within the reach of one with a borrowed echo. You have outdone yourself, Xenos Ye Galvus.
my son. That is pretty good, though. I like that.
I have no particular attachment to that name, but I am rather fond of that body. Without it, I cannot enjoy my hunt to the fullest.
Yes, let's go ahead and solve this problem by slashing up said body that I really, really care about.
Your secrets or my flesh, I care not which you give me first. The choice is yours.
Ooh. That hat has to be made out of styrofoam. There's no way in hell that guy has a metal hat on his head that has eyes. His neck would just be bulging.
He just has
It'd
to
be so
balance it
thick.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because he's all
That man-
jacked.
Oh, that's true.
Didn't even
I
think
don't
about that. Hey, this is the flight quest.
Have we seen the back of his head before? Because like, there's got to be a support or something.
We probably
there,
saw
right?
it during the negotiations
Maybe.
in that tent.
Right, so, while the two of you are away, I received word that everything is in place, meaning we can proceed with awakening the Talos. Once we imbue the magic, it will stir itself and immediately carry out its designated function, namely taking Mount Gulg in its grasp.
Hero, we may be certain that Vauthry will not look on in idleness as we beat a path to his front door. Once our plans are set in motion, there will be no turning back. So, see to your preparations as meticulously as you may, and I'll give you the order to proceed as soon as you are ready.
Do it, 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 do it.
Do it.
I'm in my cowboy clothes. Shoot.
Give the word, and I will relay the order to awaken the Talos. Engage!
Engage. I put on my serious pants today.
Very well, let us begin.
And so it begins.
Is it probably like a scenario and then a dungeon?
I feel like there would be no way that they would normally just let us stand here this close.
Yeah, I'm
that
pretty sure
seems-
all of them. Vauthry isn't a.
We may proceed when ready.
I don't think Vauthry's like a strategic commander. I don't think he would know where to put his troops or anything. I think he would just have them surround him like they were a wall and just be a big old baby hiding in a fortress. Like, I don't think he would actually tactically attack people.
True.
Then you need only say the word.
Let us begin. See that everyone is in position. We shall catch Vauthry, mountain and all.
Word.
Chris Hansen's To Catch a Mountain. Oh shit!
I feel like that would have a different context.
Did we just end the world?
Here it comes!
I like the idea that Vauthry looks outside of his window and he sees this. He's like, "What the hell's going on?" And he just sees like a giant robot hand grab his little window, and he's just like,
That's a big golem. That's a very big golem.
I mean, it's handy. There's a lot of rocks around. It would be really annoying to try and gather this many rocks to make a golem.
Yeah.
This feels like an extension of like the religious lore they were building off of Vol expansion or something, because this makes very little actual logistic sense in the actual story. This entire storyline is insane.
Yes! You've not lost your touch, you clever old bugger! See what they're doing? If its hands are damaged, it won't be able to cling to the mountain. Oh, I knew this was a terrible idea.
Vauthry marshals the Eaters to his defense. This was only to be expected. We must try and draw as many of them down to the ground as possible. It may not be enough, but we have no other choice. Is that?
Such a heartless thing, our sapling is cold and cruel and heartless! Summon us in times of need, we expressly said, yet what should we find but the final battle joined without so much as a whisper of our name? Yes, we may also have said that we Fae folk have no interest in the struggles of men. But if our adorable sapling had come crying to us for help, we would of course have flown to his aid. Of course we would. What are we to do with him? We are so very, very sad. You will play with us. Cheer us up again!
This I did not expect, but I will gladly accept the help. I will send word to Yoshida and the others. Join them at the foot of Mount Gulg and be ready to make the ascent.
We successfully grabbed the mountain with a thing that's about as big as the entire mountain.
Yep.
This is the goofiest.
Would have been a lot funnier if he did just literally slam dunk that thing into the
It would have been, yeah.
Sit down! Oh, we have to go all the way back up there.
Oh, fuck. So, theoretically, this should be different.
Let's see. Is Mount Gold from Final Fantasy X?
Is what? Sorry, is what now?
Mount Gulg.
Gulg.
Oh, it's in a lot of Final Fantasies, I think.
Oh, is it?
I think so. I don't say anything about Final Fantasy X. It's from the original Final Fantasy. It's from Final Fantasy IX, Final Fantasy XIV, Final Fantasy the Four Heroes of Light, Final Fantasy Dimensions, Final Fantasy Airborne Brigade. I don't say anything about Final Fantasy X. Ba-doop-doop. You want to fly us over, Debbie?
Yeah. Because otherwise we are going to be walking for a while.
It's a bit of a trek. Teleport would take us like halfway there, but that's about it. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, that doesn't sound familiar at all. The mountain in Final Fantasy X is called Mount Gagazet.
Gagazet?
Yeah, and that's a word that's familiar. My character's just a mashup of the names of the people that live on that mountain in that game. Zev and Darga are two different Ronso in Final Fantasy X.
Oh, really?
Was Vash also one as well, then?
No, that's just how a lot of Ronso names end. I looked at the naming scheme and randomized them a lot and was like, okay, that's how a lot of the names are built.
Fair enough. It works.
Everyone is here. Good. The Talos has taken hold of the mountain. As planned, we will use its body as a bridge to reach Vauthry's sanctuary. The Sin Eaters will make us work for every yalm, of course. But we will carve a path through their ranks and meet with our master regardless.
I like that middle one.
Last one there is rotten egg. Everybody understands that reference.
What are eggs?
As a bunny person, that's very insensitive.
Yes, very much so.
Because rabbits lay eggs.
Our heart yearns to lay eggs.
We
have
made
a whole
it.
holiday about it, Keith. Come on.
Let's Gulg it up, y'all.
And here we go.
My favorite comment today was somebody said, I have no idea what I'm watching. Can you guys might catch me up? And I'm like, this is hour 300 of an MMO.
You're funny.
Yeah, I'm like, excuse me. Good luck.
Yeah, go watch the 200 hours worth of footage. Have fun.
Let's go.
see, what do I want to run?
Also, people are saying that there was like one line of dialogue that like quickly lampshades that apparently the timelines lined up just to like excuse your ability to hop back and forth. Which is narratively awkward because the whole point was that the two are out of sync in time.
Well, it was briefly stated, if memory serves, that the time difference fluctuates. It's not consistently out of whack.
Just the impactful part is that it was so out of whack that thousands of years have passed since the last expansion.
I'm pretty sure it was just hundreds. 800.
I think it's been a lot in the case of the Warrior of Shadow.
That's still too many years. Okay.
Considering for us it's been like
that many
a year maybe. Time to climb a level we made.
As was pointed out to me, we have done the battle on the big bridge, and now we are on the battle of the biggest bridge.
Look at this goofy little face. He's got a crown.
He just takes and wears the mountain like a crown.
I feel like if I was some kind of Bible scholar, I'd get the reference happening right now. This seems like this was all contrived to make this happen. Hi.
Hold on a second. Something just went wrong on my HUD.
It's probably something to do with Mount Zion or something.
There we go. Much better. Okay.
I'm being chased to death.
Sorry, yeah, something was wrong with my HUD, but then someone was attacking.
You know what else is wrong? Oh no, you do have. Never mind. I thought you didn't have.
Yeah, I have tank stance on. I just wasn't attacking.
That would do it. You know, I would love if they stopped running out of my AoEs.
Oh yeah, I got a new robot.
All right, that's probably my fault. Sorry, I'll stop moving around.
I got a new robot, and we're finally doing quests high enough level for me to actually have her. No more sad little lame drone. I've got the automaton queen.
Oh my god.
I was just waiting for the quest to actually, the story to actually give us a level 80 dungeon so I could use her.
Oh my god, half of them just got squished.
Oh yeah, you've got the
the automaton queen, the thing I just said.
Yep.
No.
Enjoy AoEs, y'all. I am engaging in indiscriminate violence.
My favorite kind.
How do you like that, YouTube algorithm? How many times do I say golf Nazi before the video's in trouble?
that was probably the one.
Oh no, I was AoEing them. Come back.
Oh, sorry. I'll keep them in the same spot. I was trying to grab more, but...
I burn a cooldown in order to be able to spam auto crossbow, so it goes away after a few seconds, and then I can't do it anymore. I guess less a cooldown, it's more a resource that I build up, and I spend the meter, and then it's gone.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I have other moves too. Crap. I've been doing a lot of low-level dungeons.
Oh, so they've been taking all of your buttons away.
Yeah,
it's really confusing to try to remember how to play this game when they keep changing what buttons you even have.
Yeah. It's not great.
Here, there's my
I kind of wish it was... I kind of wish they did the thing where like every ability was only a replacement or an upgrade of another. Like come up with a preset amount and just have what they do change.
Or they just have you scale instead, like a lot of games try to do.
Yeah.
Even though it usually does make you too powerful regardless, but we are always too powerful anyway.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever felt weak in this game, unless it was something gear related.
You feel really weak the first time you change into a crafting class and accidentally aggro an enemy. You're like, oh boy, I guess I can go fuck myself. I bet I can go fuck myself. Guess I can go. There we go. That's the minute. Combined all the wrong words
You
on
got there in
accident.
the end, and that's all that matters.
Didn't really.
Okay, everybody turn around, face me. Stop facing your healers.
Ah. Pressing every button
hey,
wrong.
lady, what are you dead? Here, come on, hello? Wow, you really hate them, don't you? Could you turn around?
Yeah, not a
for me?
fan.
Thank you. God damn. I'm sorry, I did not know why it was not letting me hold aggro there.
Got him.
Okay.
Good.
I'm honestly impressed with the coordination of this golem. I was not expecting it to be so, dexterity.
It's the lion.
Oh my god, it is the lion.
Forgiven cruelty. They've been hyping this fight up all expansion.
Hold on.
Kind of thought he'd be like a raid boss or something. Maybe he'll live.
Oh, because it was caps lock. There we go. Okay, so now let me get my abilities.
I don't like the countdowns in this game. Oh, I guess it does have a countdown. Eventually.
Yeah, it does. It only does the last 5 seconds of the countdown. I think there's actually a way to get a window that shows you the full timer, but I don't remember. Oh, I don't remember how. Oh, that looks dangerous.
Here comes the robot queen, the robot queen. I feel like she's... what sucks is that when you resummon a robot, they're only up for X number of seconds. And I feel like the robot queen's, like, summoning animation is long enough that it uses up a significant percentage of her overall uptime. The drone did just appear, basically, and start shooting.
Yeah. So then I started blasting.
And then I started blasting.
Basically. Why are you like this?
Whoop! Oh.
Ow.
Didn't know that was coming. Whoops.
Here. What are you doing?
Oh, there's the things. I see them. Whoa! Oh, there's more. Okay.
Wow.
There's also scary balls everywhere.
More.
There's a lot of things to watch out for.
Oh, 3 stacks of vulnerability up is not good. That's a lot of damage. That's gonna be a lot of damage. Oh, just in time. Holy circle.
Scary laser.
Hey, nice.
Got him.
Good job, team.
He died of murder. A fate that may befall us all.
Good. Speak for yourself.
I'll never be died of
I will never be
killings.
murdered.
I am unkillable.
Not even I can murder myself. That's how immune I am.
Well, that was a short attack. That sucked. I don't know what happened.
I just press 2 buttons and maybe sometimes a third if I'm feeling very saucy.
Wow.
Right?
Don't want to overtax your mind with this game.
I wouldn't. It's so dangerous, right? You got to be careful. You only have so much brain space before you just run out.
Forgiven apathy.
But what if you got a little bit
Apathy's a
of
tragedy and boredom is a crime. This guy doesn't have much health.
He didn't need it.
Hooray for a mini boss.
Micro boss. He sounded like he had the Winnie the Pooh voice actor.
What?
The Winnie the Pooh voice actor plays a lot of villains in video games. Like he plays the villain of the original Fallout, the Master.
Huh.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he also
I did not
features
know that
heavily. He also features heavily as several characters in Kingdoms of Amalur: Reckoning. He's both the
God.
first dwarf you meet and the villain at the end.
Again, that's neat. I did not know that. Winnie the Pooh is pretty busy, I guess. I am imagining though the iconic Winnie the Pooh voice coming out of a villain, and that's really funny.
Yeah, not quite, but
Yeah, no, I mean obviously that's a voice he's doing, but I mean just like the idea of putting Pooh's voice coming.
It's
through
like when people
an
are
enemy
shocked
sounds-
to find out that the voice actor that plays Mario is also the dragon from Skyrim.
Charles
Oh
Martinet?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Charles Martinet is one of the big dragons in Skyrim. Maybe the main one. I don't know the plot of that game. I get bored. Never beat it.
Oh shit. Never beat it.
Nah, I barely get past the mountain. I find Skyrim incredibly boring.
Oh my god. You would say that?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think you're talking about.
Do you not know how much effort Todd Howard put into that game?
Little.
0 because it's using the same engine as Fallout 4.
That's not. Well, Engine is not game development. But he does. I don't think he develops games. He just owns a company.
The games are developed in his soul, Keith. Just because he doesn't type code doesn't mean he's not a developer.
It's just like how Elon Musk personally works in the factory of all of his companies
Yeah, he made every Tesla.
himself.
And don't forget every boring flamethrower.
They're all powered by his
That
comp.
was
Or,
that's
sorry,
just one. He doesn't have
not a
multiple
flamethrower.
Oh, why do I keep pressing that? Wrong button. It looks very pretty though.
Scary Rubik's Cube. This is what we come to. Ow!
Do you know that you can actually press Alt or a Control and then an arrow key, and you can look up?
Oh, is it you avoid the parts of the face that are the spots? Yep.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to stand in the squares of the platform that match with the short, glowy parts of the character.
And this is where that button I just said comes in handy. You can look up at the whole
You just
monster.
zoom out.
Well, that's what. No, I'm saying when you zoom out, it actually has like a better view of it.
Well, I'm playing console games zoomed out, not MMO zoomed out.
Yeah.
I've gotten used to playing with a very strange camera angle in Final Fantasy XIV. Instead of it is nicer than the one in World of Warcraft where you just are a speck in the middle of your game like you're playing an RTS.
Yes, that is true.
Do we need to stand under these and catch them? Am I soaking this?
One person needs to soak.
Are you guys okay back there?
There was very slow-moving
Good
dropping
design.
things, and they were slow in the way that tells me from other fights that you probably want to stand under it. What about these ones? Do we all stand on one of these? Oh!
No. Stand in a spot that isn't gonna get you killed.
About that.
Yeah. The
We're
orbs
supposed to
are all donuts.
Were we supposed to attack one of them so that there was a open spot?
No.
What? Wait, what role are you
So they're
playing?
donuts. So you basically got to find the safe spot and stand in it.
Oh, there's a white circle that makes it impossible to see the safe spot.
Yeah.
That's confusing. Whimsy this, bitch.
Got him.
Mom, I broke my Rubik's Cube.
Good.
Put it back together.
No one likes those.
Yo, how is there grass up here?
Don't question it.
He just got a cool HQ.
I mean, to be fair, it's also a mountain, or was a mountain, connected to the land. So it's
Maybe
not
he
like
had a
you
palace
can't
up here
go
all
things.
along.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or maybe he just manifested it with his raw angel jizz. That's why it's all white.
My favorite sandwich.
Hate everything about that statement just now.
The fact that there's 3 videos where this joke comes up that are all different contexts and it's gonna be quite a conspiracy board for somebody to connect those. It's from the podcast, but that's it's 4 things now. It's from Overwatch, then got referenced in the podcast, which led to you and me and Toaster all knowing it. So I brought it up with Toaster during Fear and Hunger today, and now at the end of the day we're also doing Final Fantasy. So it's now the fucking jizz sandwich joke is in 4 videos.
Hey, Keith, you wanna LB this pack?
Let's see. Oop. Sup?
Oh. Let me turn them around for you guys. So you guys not getting like that. Oh. Okay. They've been forgiven.
Keith is kind of right. I'm always right. The Jizz Castle.
What?
The Jizz Castle.
Do not humor him. He wants need for humor. Come over to me. Fight me here in this area, away from people. Please. Why are...
Wow, I'm so popular.
Why are...
I am too strong for Andrew's aggro.
Apparently, jeez. Get this bird out of here.
I'm just going to be inefficient and build up my 10 gauge.
Ah!
Jonah! Oh no, lines never mind.
Oh, this one's back. Okay. We're doing this one. Gotta watch out for the slow punchy fists. They're out to get you. This is a peripheral vision test.
Oh my god, that's
a little
that looked
contrived.
like Disney magic.
Yeah. And then the bridge was made of his body? No.
Well, now it's not a Disney movie anymore. Oh my god, put a shirt on. Jeez, girl. Consort of sick consort. That's
Forgiven obscenity. Wow, so original. The sinful obscenity character is just a woman's body.
I mean, it could be that spear she's holding. You don't know.
It's the obscenity spear.
There we go. Suffer as I have. Oh.
Suffer as I have.
Stop that, damn you! I don't care what it takes!
I don't know, man. This doesn't seem to be working out for you.
Whoa! Holy shit!
Right.
I did not have a chance to read that one.
Pretty fun attack, huh?
What is happening? Okay.
Beans.
Beams,
It's a
lots
lot
of beans,
more
lots of
fun
beans,
when
lots
I
of beans. So
Get to watch you
beans,
guys
lots of
flail
beans.
around. Because I know what's happening, but you guys have no idea.
Good for you.
I'm fine. I haven't got. I'm not
Good
even, like, below
for
50%.
you.
I'll make it. I believe in me. Oh.
I.
Oh, that one
okay.
looks real.
Is there a real one?
Yeah, I think the one with the crown is probably real.
Woo!
Just a hunch. I don't know. I could be right, but I'm probably right.
You are correct.
Enjoy the Confrontor. Come here. There you go.
Evil balls. Oh. Okay. Why are we beamed together? Is that a healing mechanic?
Yeah, it's I'm taking all of your damage.
Oh.
'Cause I realize I need to start using that ability more.
Cover is super nice.
Yeah.
I like the part where I don't have to try anymore.
Oh my god. She got me that time.
Startling.
Damn. Burn. Alright, we're about to burn the witch. All we need to do is
Big
load
needle.
off all of our abilities right now. There we go, good job. And I leveled.
Can't trick me. That was a Pokemon scream. That's a Caterpie. Do 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 do.
Wait, why do we put our head face like that?
Head face?
Yeah. Why do we make our why do we put the face on our head like that? Like we remembered somebody.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Why are we making the expression like we killed somebody we cared about? What, were we supposed to know who that consort is? Is that consort supposed to be somebody we knew?
Oh, I didn't see myself make a face.
Oh, my character like looked despondent, as if like they had killed somebody that they were upset about.
Maybe I missed it. Maybe that the lady that got transformed into a baddie at the beginning of the expansion already got killed by us, right?
I believe so. I think that was like the first person that we put to rest, because then she cleared the way for the darkness, and we were like, oh.
Yeah. I feel like this was just an angel that was always in the throne.
but
So we don't necessarily know who it was.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm also like really stupid, so I could just be, you know.
Patently stupid, like in that one game.
Oh, jeez. Things that
You
we
would almost
designed
think-
in that.
The end is near, my friends. We have found Vauthry's hiding place.
Unrepentant villains! Will you not be satisfied until you have brought disaster down upon your own heads? By your wickedness, you stand to gain naught ceaseless conflict. Had you only entrusted fate to me, there would have been peace for all. You could have lived bliss in my eternal paradise, free from the burdens of conscience and purpose.
Peace assumes many forms, and I do not doubt that you considered yours well worth the cost. I was even prepared to believe that the end might justify the means. Ignorant as I was, I had hoped that you might mend your ways and join hands with us. That we might strive together for the happiness of all. But no more. Your actions cannot be reconciled with your words. Peace for all, you say? Yet when you were threatened, your first act was to sacrifice your own people in order to save yourself. If your paradise can be rebuilt so long as you alone survive, it exists not for the people. It exists solely for your twisted pleasure.
Hear me, Vauthry. The people won't submit to your will, for we each have our own. I made a promise to a noble soul, a woman who saw fit to entrust me with her legacy, and I mean to keep it. Everyone who stands with us has something precious, something that they cherish and would die to protect. They know their own hearts. They know what they want for this world. And by lending their strength to our cause, they have spoken. No matter how hard you may try to bend the world to your will, we will never yield!
Silence! Not another word! You presume to lecture me. Insolent worms. You will learn your place. With my true powers awakened, I will expunge you like the filth you are. Your demise will serve as a reminder to all that I am the zenith of mankind and Sin-Eater both, chosen to rule over creation by right of transcendence. My very existence is virtuous. I am perfect, immaculate.
He seems disinclined to grant us an audience.
Find Vauthry. We will hold the Eaters here. Come! Let's finish this!
Large man get deleted. Let's go.
It's just a shame that you guys don't see the EX version of this.
One last chance, villains! Bow down and acknowledge your king! Your god!
I don't like his nipple baby. It upsets me.
I think you're just being a prude.
He's got like a krang.
I'll get you next time, warriors of light.
Or was it Quaid, start the reactor? What? This dungeon de-levels us?
It's first off, it's a trial. Second off, yes.
That's stupid. It's lower level than the previous dungeon. That is stupid.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I lost my.
You can't use a robot.
Yeah, I lost my robot. In fact, having a dumb little drone.
Yeah, it's minimum level 79 on the dungeon.
It de-leveled us to 79 when the last one made us 80. It's lower level.
That's because there's a level buffer.
It's lower level.
Yeah, so the whatever it's called, the oh shit, does there need to be one person in each?
Yes,
I'm not sure how
away.
many. I'm just gonna hope for the best. Uh-oh. Am I an evil boy? Am I attacking my teammates now? Okay.
Oh my god. It probably is incomprehensible to see us just show up and do what we're doing.
Wait, there's suddenly 8 of you? There weren't 8 of you in the story when I was there.
Body horror?
And behold, perfect form
Rip it!
innocence.
What?
Hi.
Wow. That's quite a glow up.
Dibs.
That very many red flags there. I think should have been very apparent.
No, definitely not.
The fact his voice didn't change is like a huge downer for me.
It got more reverby.
He sounds more whiny.
That's how that works. Twinks have more reverb.
Jesus. Okay, divine.
Oh, that's going to rotate around in a circle.
Oh, like that. Okay. Cool. Figured it out. Oh, want to fight on this side. Oh. Die. Die.
Oh.
Get behind the paladin.
I feel so
That's
large
why
compared to
I
everyone in
did-
this party. My character looks like he's scaled up compared to everybody else.
Why are you so tall?
They're so small. Look at all of them. I feel like I'm a teacher directing a field trip.
Took like no damage from that.
Yep.
What a
Maximum
great move.
stack.
I did not do very well against that. Yeah.
Nope, that was too close to the center. Couldn't remember whether it was the center or outer ring. Wouldn't need to be at.
Effie, no.
Here comes
He's at
big
point
robot.
Oh my god. Unnecessarily large.
Very big robot.
Hey.
Beams.
You're full of power, and then I shot you with a giant laser. Prophecy didn't specify that part, did it? You will be radiant as the sun.
God.
I
I like how everyone else is just here now. Hey guys, what are y'all doing?
Hi.
Like,
They all just awkwardly run up at
you.
the end, and then the cutscene ends.
Yep.
We did it, everybody. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks for the help, guys.
Taking us, carrying us, honestly.
Reen.
Everybody talking to Reen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Is that Vauthry? Yeah. I see. It's finally over then. Now night will return to all Novrant, bringing salvation to both of our two worlds.
Upon speaking with Reen, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It's recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Should you leave the area, blah blah blah. Let's go! We have our flight thing now.
Complete.
I think
Yeah,
it's
but you still need to do one more mission before you can get flying.
time to get the end of this this expansion.
Why am I cast down? But it is you who are the villains. Father told me that I am hope. I am righteousness. That I am a god. That is why I was born. As man and sin eater both.
What the gate program does to a kid.
I kept the people safe. They respected me. Worshipped me. How can this be? I should be the one looking down at you.
Look, the sky.
Fools! Were it not for my decisive action, the whole city would have been overrun, razed to the ground. Yet they dare to complain about casualties? Spare me. I'll wager they were put up to it by those wretches who seek to usurp me. They're stirring up the citizenry. But if they think I will yield to the likes of them, they are gravely mistaken.
To be subjected to such deplorable treatment, such ingratitude. You have my sympathies, sir. You do so much good for this city, and you could do so much more were you not surrounded by fools.
Who are you? You're not supposed to be in here.
My apologies for the intrusion, but I come bearing a proposal, one that will ensure the longevity of your reign. But give me the word, sir, and I will bring hither a light warden. By giving its power to the babe within your lady wife's womb, we shall create a transcendent being, a king to rule over all. And as sire to the king, your authority will never again be in question.
Amazing. Before my Vauthry, they behave as docile pets. With this gift, my line shall be guaranteed power for perpetuity. We shall rule the whole world.
By all means, sir. United under Yulmor's banner, men will cease fighting and abandon their ambitions. Thus, they will grow fat and complacent, and in their sloth, seal your supremacy.
Are you all right? Say something! 12 for Fend. He cannot contain the light. He's beginning to turn. Eorzea, if you've aught up your sleeve, now is the time.
It's changing back.
The combined power of every Light Warden is too terrible a burden for any one soul to bear. And so I shall relieve you of it.
Exarch, what are you doing?
I will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds. As I have dreamed of doing ever since I first learned of their existence. Who would choose to remain here in this dying realm when they might go elsewhere and begin anew? Not I. And thus,
Thus did I use you.
No, I don't believe you. It doesn't make sense.
Damn you! We won't let you do with him as you please.
Do not interfere! Please, I beseech you all, let him go!
You knew of this, Eorzea. Tis all a fiction. Such vaguely defined acts of teleportation stand no chance of success. The Exarch will never live to see another world, as he knows only too well.
Then, what does he mean to do?
He means to take the light with him into the rift, where he will die. From the beginning, he intended to sacrifice himself to save our friend and Norvrand.
At journey's end, an opportunistic thief makes off with the hero's prize. A paltry way to end a chapter, I concede. Yet your tale will continue, and my role in it will scarcely be remembered. Worry not. Whatever should become of me, I will be happy and free, safe in the knowledge that I have played my part.
I assume we would call him by his name, right?
Oh, it's him.
The Makote that we sealed inside of the Crystal
From the
Tower
Crystal
all the way
Tower.
back in ARR.
It
That's
all
what I
wrapped
said, yeah.
back together. It's what's his name? I almost had it and I lost it. Shit. Tiago. No. Call him by his name.
Tiago.
Thank you for fighting for this world, for believing. Fare you well, my friend, my inspiration.
Oops.
What?
This guy's such a piece of shit. He just got Yakuza'd.
Yep.
Oh my god, dude.
Only those who
kidding
possess
me?
the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal
Did you
Tower.
just say you weren't gonna
Such
interfere?
individuals do not exist in the first.
I was joking when I said the answer was gun.
Therefore, in all likelihood, the Exarch arrived here
Apparently the
with
game
the
disagrees.
tower. This much I had surmised, yet I could not discern his grand scheme.
I think we predicted this an hour ago.
To think that he went through all this trouble for the sake of a single hero. It's almost admirable in its absurdity. Alas, it is not your grand scheme that will succeed, but ours.
You bastard!
Stay put. Your friend is still alive, but whether he remains so depends on you.
I mean, he's gonna kill himself anyways.
What a disappointment you turned out to be. I placed my faith in you. Let myself believe that you could contain the light. But look at you now. Halfway to becoming a monster. You are unworthy of my patronage.
Like Grahatia. I think I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiago was on its way to the truth. I got there eventually. There is a satisfying symmetry to going all the way back to the Crystal Tower and looping it together. A whole storyline that barely made sense at the time.
What are we picking?
It was you who created Vauthry, wasn't it?
I am an Ascian. My heart's sole desire is to usher in the great rejoining. 100 years ago, I entrusted my comrade Logriff with the task of increasing light's sway over this world. This we sought to do by manipulating heroes. When that failed to achieve the desired result, I created Vauthry. Thanks to your meddling, that too has ended in failure.
What was your true purpose in approaching us?
By your 12, boy, have I not told you before that everything I said was the truth? You were specimens by which I might gauge man's potential as it stands. I genuinely had an interest in you, genuinely considered taking you on as allies. Provided he could contain and control the light. If not, then he, and by extension you, would be of no use to me. 'Twas as simple as that.
So, we've been found wanting. How disheartening. But even had we fulfilled your conditions, there was no guarantee that we would cooperate. What then?
Then I simply kill you all. At the very least, it would restore the world to the way it was before you went about trouncing Light Wardens willy-nilly. Suffice it to say, it would be most inconvenient to have all that light taken away. And I would be lying if I were to claim his actions didn't have me worried. You still retain your form and your senses. But you have all but become a Sin Eater. Whether you will it or no, your mere existence will serve to engulf the world in light. Those in your company will likewise turn into Sin Eaters, and in time you will succumb to your base instincts and hunt innocents to feast on their sweet, sweet ether. Those few with the will left to fight may rise up against you, but before your absolute might, they will quickly know despair.
There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished. Ah, the irony. What Vauthry achieved through bliss, you achieved through despair.
But I have overstayed my welcome. I shall look forward to seeing you bring the world to its knees, hero.
Exarch!
I have naught to show for all the time and effort I invested in you. He is a small token for my troubles. I did not expect that I could learn aught from man, but I may yet learn something from all the knowledge he had hoarded for his precious hero. I pity you, I do. Your friends are now your foes. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. When it all becomes too much to bear, seek me out at my abode in the dark depths of the Tempest. There, you may complete your descent into madness with some dignity, far from prying eyes.
Till then, I bid you farewell. Eater.
Finally.
What's happened?
After you collapsed, Emet-Selch vanished. Then Reen did what she could to stay the raging of the light within your body. Thanks to her, you're still you, but she's only delayed the inevitable. You're not going to like what you see, but you still need to see it. Like this all over. The whole of Norvrat is shrouded in light again. And it's because of you, and the power you absorb from the Wardens. No one knows but your friends. When they carried you down from the mountain, they told everyone waiting below that they didn't understand why the light had returned. Now they're out there trying to allay the people's fears, while searching for a way to save you. If you're well enough to be up, you're well enough to get some fresh air. Better that than stewing in here. Go on. Go.
Yeah, the cutscene works so much better with the change. I'm proud of myself.
Does it? Does it really look that good?
That was pretty good. That was like a character moment. Wonder if I should redesign my character to fit the change.
To be a sin eater? What are you gonna do? Take all your clothes off?
No, I mean, I mean like change his fur color to like white and gold.
Oh.
Be a sin eater. Somehow that translated to being naked? What?
Yeah.
Oh, sir. You're awake. You were injured during the foray into Mount Gulg, yes? I was here at my station, as always, when they carried you in on a makeshift stretcher, looking disturbingly bereft of vigor. As to compound my worry, the sky has... well, I'm sure you've seen. As everyone rather concerned, to say the least. He sounds super concerned.
Oh, yeah?
Seeing you up and about is the first good news we've had in a while. Assuming you feel strong enough, could you mayhap consider a stroll around the city to reassure our anxious citizens? Froggy was the one who helped convey you to your chambers, and he has visited several times since to inquire about your condition.
I think we should probably talk to this guy and then call it.
Okay. Well, look who's back from the dead. Aye, it was a grim sight. Your companions looked fairly ready to drop when they brought you in, but I offered a helping hand. Couldn't bear to see them struggle, so... And you, my friend. I feared you had one foot in the grave. Cold and lifeless you were, like a corpse that was somehow still breathing. Then they told me some evil bastard went and snatched our poor Exarch away in the midst of the chaos. Wicked White. What is the world coming to? But moaning never solved a thing, did it? Nay, it's times like these that we Crystarium folk stand tall and do what needs to be done. Tread with Ulrmor's back on the table. We'll best make use of those resources to fortify the city against the Eaters, whatever misery the fates deem to throw at us next. Speaking of misery, Chesamil was worried sick about you. A healer wringing your hands is not a sight you'll ever wish to see, let me tell you. Not to braggy, but...
What?